Another way to add realism to your model railroad is with bridges. On a real railroad, bridges follow the natural slopes and curves of the landscape. However, on many layouts, modelers make the landscape fit the bridge. Let's look at a more realistic way to add a bridge to the scene by modifying the bridge structure to fit an existing scene. For this bridge installation, I'm using a long piece of sub-road bed that'll actually span where the bridge is going to go to retain continuity of the grade. I've put in risers on both ends that are actually set to meet the end of the bridge. The risers will then be used as the backer for the bridge abutments as they go into the layout. At this point now, I've drawn my lines on the sub-road bed, and I can cut that bridge section out using my saber saw. Now we've cut the openings for the installation of the bridge, and I've installed this profile board that will actually be the support for the steel bent in the bridge. I've centered it between the bridge openings. The screen wire will come down to the low level here and come up this way and be stapled down to here along with the hot glue so that we have a firm support for the bridge work. I really enjoy scratch building bridges, and the fun thing for me is to build a bridge into an existing contour of scenery, as of course a real railroad bridge would be built. I've decided I was going to build a two-span deck girder bridge using a center steel bent. And this is an example of the type of bent that I started out with, and as you can see, it's much taller than the bottom of the opening. I built this two-span deck girder bridge using parts from my junk box. It has Atlas girders, plastic deck from an unknown source, and a steel bent that comes from a Plasticville O-gauge signal bridge kit. I've extended the rails beyond the end of the bridge to ensure that we don't have any sort of a bump. Now the legs on this bent are just a slight bit long, so I'll use my nipper to trim them off just a bit. So that the bridge fits perfectly. From this point on, many super details can be applied. Detailed bridge abutments, bridge shoes, guardrail across the bridge, a handrail across the walkway, and many more shrubs and trees, rock outcroppings, and finally ballasted road bed. With a little bit of thought and effort, you too can build a realistic bridge scene into your layout.